I'm Corey, or Everything Fantasy. I'm a video game composer, and today I'm going to be introduced to the music of Umamusume. And what better way to be introduced to it than to analyze it? I have my keyboard in front of me, and I'll be using it to help break down this piece of music. It's Trackblazer, Make a New Track, I think? Let's get straight into it. Okay, it's one of these tracks. Okay, cool. So far, we're in the key of D major, I think. We heard strings, electric guitar. I'm getting an incredibly upbeat feeling to this already. I wouldn't even be surprised if they're lyrics. They're probably not, but let's keep listening. I love this so far. This feels very anime opening, like, to me. But we have that played on the strings, so it sounds a little bit like this. And that's what makes it feel really, really heroic. Oh, okay. Are we transitioning to like a different section of the piece or something like that? That's the feeling I'm getting from this. I'm trying not to interpolate too much from the name itself, the Trackblazer, literally it being a training theme. I kind of get the impression of almost like a training montage happening as I'm kind of like listening to the piece of music. In terms of other things, I love the brass in particular. That's what helps it to create this almost like feeling of, I'm going to use the word hero like again. I like the electric guitar solo just before as well. Quite simplistic in nature, but helps to provide that energy as well at the same time. The bass kind of came in with a... And I think the electric guitar did the same thing, so together it's like a... They're such classic instruments you'd expect to find in this type of piece of music. One thing I find really interesting there, actually, is how it's kind of doing that sort of like, that build-up intensity, but at the same time doesn't feel like it's going too crazy. It's by staying in one chord, so... It feels like we're building up to something, and at the same time you have the drum kit that's just like... Before we go back into the more melodic section. I'd describe this as the rhythmic section of the piece. I love the... Okay, there's one thing I'm going to have to load up here, and it's a solo trumpet, because I love what the trumpet is doing here. It's like a do 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 kind of sound. Yeah, I think it's a flugelhorn. It's just a bit more understated. Because I noticed there was a sudden switch from a trumpet to something that sounded hollower in nature. Can I just say, you know a track is killer when there's someone in the game who plays bass. No, I'm thinking back to other games that immediately come to mind, where there's a character who actually plays an instrument, and there's always some sort of epic track like this. Before we get into what seems like it's going to be a different component, Junior Classic, somebody in the comments please explain that to me. I just love the... That descending line almost feels like something is, again, building. I'm getting such strong feelings of excitement listening to this. Okay. Nah, this is crazy. What? Okay. 1 second. This is important. This is important. Umamusume. Wait, this isn't the same. Wait, this is the same. Umamusume Pretty Derby is a massive Japanese multimedia franchise. Okay, let me see how the game itself describes itself. They are born to rot. Okay. Okay. Let me explain what's going on in my head right now. I'm trying to correlate two things. What I'm hearing combined with what I know of this game, which is very little, I should say. But just nothing adds up in my head. It's like when I listened to the soundtrack of Blue Archive for the first time, and then saw Blue Archive the game, and I was like, wait, are these two the same thing? I'm very confused by this. This track feels like JRPG. I'm fighting the epic boss, the antagonist that we've all been training to fight this entire time. This doesn't feel like what I know of Umamusume. Again, very little, but this is making me so interested in the game itself. Like, I'm expecting to hear this in like The Legend of Heroes or Final Fantasy. This is incredible. Okay. Let me get back to the music. Okay, so we've changed key now. We're in the key of C minor now. Which is why this sounds a little bit darker in nature. Not overly dark, but it sounds a little bit in terms of the brightness of the first section that we heard. Compared to this feels a little bit more serious, so to speak. Like, if the first is a happy training montage, to me this feels like, okay, let's now actually train properly sort of thing. Sorry, I love that bit. I love those little breaks that happen, like the da 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 that happened before. those short stabs. That's what makes it feel very anime-esque, because you'd expect to hear that kind of thing. Oh, that was nasty. Oh, I just love that sequence so much. What? This is insane. First of all, okay, this is the one of the most insane pieces of music I've ever heard, especially as an introduction. This was suggested by someone through my website, everythingfantasy.net, where you can suggest things too. I don't know what I expected going into this. I really didn't know what to expect. I've never heard Umamusume music before. I didn't expect this though. The amount of string runs are insane in this. A string run is kind of like... is that kind of thing. The amount of string runs is insane. It's like, let's take all the hype, epic parts of what you would expect from classic, hype, energy anime opening and put them all in one piece of music. I'd love to know the interactions between these two segments, kind of the junior-senior segments. But man, I feel like I should play this game like that. So one thing that typically makes me play a game is the music. Music was the reason I started playing Limbus Company. Music was the reason I started playing Arknights, and Blue Archive too. And I feel like this is actually making me very tempted. We end on that. Just when things couldn't get more like climactic. That's such an interesting way to end on that chord. But oh, what a phenomenal piece of music! Like, I'm trying to work out mentally what I'm seeing on screen, and for me, it's just this constant training montage essentially, where things are getting more intense each time. Kind of by the end of it, we are this insane, I don't know what insane character, because I don't know the context of the game, but I'd love to know more of what you're seeing in game when you're hearing this piece of music. And of course, I'd love to know more suggestions too. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, take care.